Seriously, thank you for sharing. A little bit about me. My name is Mike. I'm from the US. I'm not with GPA, obviously, but every once in a while I get to come in and share ideas with you guys. My background, majority of my background was in sales, mainly in California. Was either selling payroll for a long time or pharmaceuticals. That was the majority of my career was with GSK. And so I learned a lot from those companies, and I've always found sales to be very interesting because you learn a lot about people. And instead of trying to think of it as sales, I try to think of it as problem solving rather than trying to push products. Okay? And the more that you learn how to ask the right questions and problem solve, the more comfortable your customers can feel, right? And I know here there's a lot of amazing services that GPA has to offer that I'm still learning a lot about, that you guys are experts on, or becoming that way. So my background again is working closely with doctors and business owners. In more recent years, I do live in Saigon. I actually work for Wellspring International School, the sister school, but there's one here, and we actually have a new school in Saigon. So I've been with them for almost 2 years now, and I've been in Vietnam for a little over 4 years. Raise your hand if you worked with me last time, almost 2 years ago. I see 1 hand, 2 hand, 3. Just 3, 4, that's right.
Okay, but I know you.
Okay, so 3 though in the last meeting. When you were there last time?
No, so I am a accountant, but so I usually allow in the.
Okay, so that means there's a lot of new faces, and that's exciting. So welcome you guys. One interesting thing about me, I love music a lot to the point where I like to share the music, which means I DJ. And I'm excited. I just found out last week I had 3 gigs in Japan this summer. 3 different ones, so I get to actually go play in front of another crowd in another country. So I'm very excited about that. So if you ever want to talk music, especially dance music, let me know. Anyway, so again, thank you guys for sharing. Let's get started. So we're using this computer. It takes a minute to get to the next slide. Okay. So we have 2 full days, all right? And today, we are dedicating our time to these 4 main areas, okay? Let me ask you a question. How many people are in sales here? How many people? Raise them up high. Okay. How many people are just within teaching or counseling or something else? HR? Okay. Marketing, right? Which has a lot to do with sales, right? So, even if you are not directly with sales, there's a lot that you can take away from this. Because at one time or another, even as a teacher, you're telling your students to listen to you and to learn about what you're teaching them, right? Just as if you are with a potential customer, you are sitting with them trying to make them comfortable enough and trust enough in you to actually sign by, right? At the end of the day. So it's been almost 2 years since I've been here, and there are a lot of new faces. So there are some things that we need to go back and uncover because it's been quite some time, all right? And for most of you, this will be the first time doing this. All right, 4 important areas that will be covered. Personal mission statement. Who actually has a personal mission statement? Or who has done this before? Anybody? Vic? Yeah? Now, did you do this for yourself or in another training?
For myself, applying resume, you need your personal statement and contact.
Yeah, all right. That's good. Number two, we're going to create personal mission statements, right? I'll show you how we're going to do it. After we do that, we're going to go into uncovering mindset versus mechanics. Understanding what the heck is the difference between your mindset and the mechanics about how you do something, okay? And sometimes our mindset might not be the same or in line with what you're trying to sell or teach or do, and how to improve that, okay? Number three, uncovering false beliefs. Something that you believe to be true, you're like, oh, I just know that this sales meeting is not going to work. Or that student, there's no way that student's going to listen. There's no way. Maybe we just haven't found a way, right? Those are just two examples of a false belief. We are going to uncover those so that we can overcome them, okay? 4, discovering smart solutions. This is an acronym for making a plan of action both short-term and long-term for your goals. All right? I will go into that acronym later because otherwise I'll just keep talking too much, okay? So, tomorrow, just so you have an idea of what we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to do a fun team builder like we did a couple years ago. Similar but not the same. The sales process we will explore. There's a 7-step process that is useful for anybody. Okay? Whether you're directly in sales or indirectly. Alright? I will go into this in further detail as we go on. We will perform different tasks and role playing to help build confidence and feel better about being in the sales meeting. Okay? Feel stronger about closing the customer. Handling objections before they happen. Uncover new sales pearls. Those are like the best practices that will help you significantly improve your sales performance. Alright? So again, that might not apply directly to everybody, but for a lot of you, this will be very helpful. Okay? This is the biggest thing. It can be 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Right? You can have 1 or 2 or 3 great ideas, but if you don't implement them, if you don't stick to that habit, they might get lost. Okay? So, I can come here for 2 days and we can do some really fun things. We can learn more about each other, and we can have a better plan for our short-term goals, our long-term goals, and within sales. But it is only good if you use it going forward, right? Otherwise it's nothing. It's like buying a gym membership. You're like, yeah, I bought a gym membership. This is going to be awesome. And then the gym membership's just... You can't just buy one and get in really good shape. You have to go to the gym, right? It doesn't do it for you. You don't pay a lot of money and then you're just in really good shape, right? So you have to use it. So I just think that's very important. And so one question I have is, who are the managers, team leaders, the senior people here? Can you raise your hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what I want to do is, for each team, I want to have a senior person on each team. I'm going to ask them to help lead the team. They've been here the longest. They can help guide the process. And if they're managing, they want to see that process take place, go into action. All right? Okay. Just keep this in mind. I hate to be a stickler. I know we all love our phones. I love my phone too. So try not to get distracted with your phone. It's easy to. I'm guilty of that also. You might see me from time to time. I might use a stopwatch on the phone. just to keep time to some of the activities that we do, okay? If your phone rings and you must take it, just please briefly go outside, it's okay. If you need to talk, try to keep it quick. Otherwise, just use your phone at break time. We have several of those, okay? I will either play music or just use my voice to let you know when a break's over or when a task is done. Okay, so the music will play or I'll be like, okay guys, time. And then we'll keep moving along. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid to raise your hand. This place is, I want to have fun here, all right? And we can have fun. And it's okay to make mistakes. That's why we're here. We learn. There's a lot to learn. So just don't be shy. Raise your hand. Ask questions. If you have a good idea, say it. Otherwise, you hold it in. That's not what's good in that. Last one of these, have fun. All right. We don't have to sit here all day. Oh gosh, what is he talking about? Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna make it interactive. All right. I'll have some things to say, and then we'll be able to do some exercises to make them more enjoyable. And I have a lot of candy, so hopefully that helps. All right. Team leaders. Let's make sure right now we have a team leader for each table. Okay? So this table, who will be the lead? We can switch people around too. If this isn't the right fit, if you're the team leader and then you have people under you, maybe work with them. Make that your table, right? If you have people directly reporting to you, make that your table, okay? So, for each table, who can be the team leader? Help me guys.
Đây 3 team.
Đây là team.
Just the 3 team leaders over here, so I'm just asking them and myself to go to the other team.
Okay, that's good. We can always switch the folks in the tables. Let's do this now, so we have it set. Whoop. Watch out for that door. Okay.
I think we should also distribute the people equally.
Yeah.
All tables.
Equal tables. We have the one table set back there.
Tại sao team mình để muộn nhất là chụp up đấy. Chia cho bạn.
Cái này chỉ là đấy được xong rồi.
Two of you should go to that table so we have equal members.
Ba ơi, sang đây đi.
Để ra kia.
Ghế của ai? Thêm chị cứ lấy thêm một cái ghế ra đây đi. Anh Trung với anh gửi dịch ra để em lấy nhé.
Anybody gonna come back over to this side?
Is it okay to have green
We can try it, but it's also kind of big. Because there's going to be a lot of ideas now. There's some work you'll do in pairs, but then you'll come back together as your group. Okay? So we can try it, but if it's too many people. So who's the team leader for each one?
ai là trưởng được
Two.
trưởng dẫn tay.
Okay. Now, and on your team, are there some people that are reporting to you?
Yeah, we have two people.
Okay. And on this team as well, anybody that reports to you guys?
Thư ký.
Okay.
Yes.
Hỏi
Report directly to the new chief.
Two.
Okay. And if not, again, if you're just the senior person, you've been here longer, so you get to be the leader. So who's the leader on this table? You. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. And then it's your team. Okay, cool. All right, we'll see how this goes. If it turns out to be too many people, we might have to, because less can be more.
Well, I think one of these guys will be the leader of that table, and then you take one from other tables.
Oh, me, you can go there and be the leader.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's make more use out of the space.
Đi nữa thì mai sẽ ngồi lên bàn ra đâu. Đây là câu chuyện một lần thì là chị sẽ không phải học được.
Chị không có thử thao, ý chị là chị không mọi người bị uống nhau một cấp thì anh bị.
Ok.
Thế nhiều yếu hạn một thì
Yeah, I also had
Tuy nhiên bây giờ mình đánh bạc là
Leo bạn đi muốn có 4 bàn à?
Anh yên tâm em phải
Anh ơi, gần
đi có sang tới công.
chia nhỏ nhỏ.
So who's going to this the meeting soon?
Okay. But what was that?
There's 3 guys.
Are in the meeting soon?
Yes, from 9:30 to 10.
From 9:30 to 10. Okay. Well, good luck.
Oh.
All right.
Ban này nó mới đi.
Okay, that's fine. Though, I guess in the meantime, we'll see how it goes. Okay. We'll see how it goes. But if it's a little bit too tight, then we'll use that as well. Because there are a lot of people. All right. Okay. So team leaders, raise your hand. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Our 3 fearless leaders. Keep this in mind. Help guide the team through the tasks. You can all help each other, that's fine, but I'll let you guys be the point people, okay? We can make task-friendly competitions. So, team leaders, I give you a piece of paper. This is up to you, but here you go. What I want you guys to do is write your team. You can make a team name if you want. How about doing that? Make a team name. Make it like a funny name. Make it a cool name.
Do you want to follow the tradition or you want to go with the meeting?
It's cool, right?
Okay, we will be Manania.
Yeah.
Đây em chúc anh Linh